Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today we're gonna be doing another flight on our Russia Extreme Tour for Alitalia Virtual. This will be leg number 4. We're gonna be leaving Volgograd International Airport to Chelyabinsk Balandino Airport. This is a little bit of a longer flight compared to the other ones that we had so far. Will be 740 miles roughly, and it should take us around 2 hours and 20 minutes roughly to get it done. But we'll go for it. Should be a nice one. We're gonna be getting into the heart of Russia, central Russia, and well, I bet we're gonna have a nice sceneries from this point on our in our trip, in our tour. Let's get going. Once again, as usual, we are online on VATSIM, and already have FS2 crew started their pre-flight, and now we are deboarding. So without any further ado, let's jump inside and get going. As usual, we are flying our A320, FS Labs A320. It's going to be our plane of choice for this whole tour. Let's start with the confirmation of on our airplane in navigation data. And initialize. The flight will be ASA 324. There you go. Cost index for Alitalia 7, and we can double check this information right away. So Victor Oscar Golf Charlie Echo Kilo. Then for the alternate Uniform Alpha Uniform Kilo Sierra November. That makes sense. 324, cost index 7, flight level 350 initial, and will be our cruise altitude. And we are getting minus 54. I have minus 51 at 340, so that makes sense. And ground temperature right now is 22 degrees at Gumrak, where we are here right now. Oh, I did something here. At Volgograd Gumrak, and that makes sense and matches our information. So once again, Alitalia 324. Yeah, 2 hours and 6 minutes. Block 9.9. Taxi 110. Trip 5445. Departure, we're gonna call 0915. Zero fuel 60. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's send this information. Okay. And we're gonna get our catering going to right away. And 31 minutes, so 11 minutes to boarding. So we're gonna put 8. We're gonna be using the bus, so let's give a couple of minutes to ahead for GSX. So instead of 11 minutes, let's call 9 minutes or 8 minutes to 9:47. Oh, 9:47, 8:47. Yeah, let's give 3 minutes. 8:47 should be good enough. gonna be a little bit unrealistic that the bus might get here before FS2 crew actually, our crew asks for permission to start boarding, but at least it won't hold us back after. As usual, I like to leave a little bit of light on the overhead. Test these lights. Pressure auto. Good. And that's that for the overhead. Gear down. Pressure. Everything looks good. Let's just take some of the brightness right away. This we definitely don't need. Idle. Off. Normal. Retracted. Flaps up and parking brake is on, and we have accumulator pressure there. Move this back a little bit and we're good. Already have our first message. No delays. Flight plan release number 1, and times are good. Okay, let's go straight to our flight plan. Let's not waste any time. Before that, I already, as usual, already know the weather, but we're just gonna call it so we can all, so you guys can see. Okay, so the 26 830 Zulu 330 at 4 meters per second.
Ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
Confirm chocks in.
Chocks are in.
Roger.
I'm gonna call it 8 knots. 280. Variable between 280 and 010. Sky ceiling is good. 2205. That's a huge difference. And QNH is 1022. And we have a remark for runway 24. Okay, so winds 330. We're gonna be using runway 06. Actually, we have a remark for runway
Okay, I'm out for the walk around.
24. So we might change. Yeah, let's get runway 24. Yeah, let's switch to runway 24. And that means that we're gonna have to change our departure to it. But that shouldn't be a problem. What I'm gonna do is just amend the flight plan here. There it on VATSIM. Okay. Okay, no, we already got our preliminary. That's good. So yeah, just making sure all the information looks good. Zero fuel weight is 5990. That's a lot of nines. 59990. And our takeoff is 69780. And that makes sense. Okay, 32.4, 30.2. Yeah, we're accepting that. Thank you. Okay. So, talking about our departure, here's the airport. We are here, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to be using runway 24 now, so pretty straightforward. We're just going to taxi straight ahead there on Delta, here on Delta, and we are right at the threshold 424. Our first waypoint is Gudal. So we're going to be flying the Gudal 1 Foxtrot departure. And we can set our initial climb to fly level 150, or we just climb straight to fly level 350. It's our cruise altitude. So pretty straightforward. Runway heading 055. Oh, no. Sorry. I need to refresh because we changed departure.
Hi, I'm back. No issues
There we go.
on the walk around.
Runway heading 235 until Whiskey 018, max 270 knots. We don't have to worry about that. We're going to be doing less than that. Right turn all the way to Gudal at or above flight level 150. So we might end up doing, let's just go straight to 350, or we might hold at 150. I don't know. We'll see. Transition level 40. If the pressure is less than 995.9 hectopascal, will be 5. And if pressure is less than 959.9 hectopascal, is 6. So transition level will be 4. And this is, of course, an RNAV seat, so we need to be RNAV capable. And we have, for Gudal 1 Echo, the seed requires a minimum climb gradient of 3.5% up to flight level 150 due to airspace limitation. So that means that if you're doing 200 ground speed knots, we have to be climbing at 709 feet per minute, which also won't be a problem for us. If we have to come back, ILS runway 24, pretty simple. So now that we looked into that, we can take care of our flight plan. So we're going to be departing runway 24, Gudal 1 Echo, Gudal 1 Echo. No transition, or nothing. There we go. And for our arrival, which we will talk about
the
it.
security and safety checks are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Thanks.
See, the bus not even here yet. I think that's the bus coming. But yeah, good timing. So yeah, we're expecting runway 27. It's an ILS Zulu. Runway 27. Gersi 1 Delta arrival via Charlie 316. Okay, let's take a look real quick. So this is our departure. We've seen, so it's just a right turn to Gudal. And this is our arrival, makes sense. It's an ILS, but it's RNAV style, standard RNAV T style. So that makes sense. Pretty good. We're doing good. So as we talked about it, let's go straight to 350. I want to look here if there's a, yes, here's the constraint. Just wanted to make sure that constraint is there. So above flight level 150 by Gudal. And so we can even go manage climb if we want. So that's that for now. We can request wind, since we have all the flight plan and everything sorted out.
Good morning.
Should be getting our fuel report pretty soon too. We still have 1,000 kilograms to go, but that won't take long. And the most important are numbers for, so we can calculate. We won't calculate, but so we can request our performance takeoff performance numbers. So anyway, that's I'm pretty sure that's taxiway Delta. Oh, that's Charlie. So is it the next one Delta or the Delta is here? So probably Delta is that one. Yes. So you have Delta there to our right. And we have runway 2406. So that's threshold 24, and we have 06 on the other side. If you watched our last stream, our last flight, you'll remember that the runway was glitching. I just had recently updated a Orbix vector, so it caused me a lot of trouble in a lot of other airports. I went back and I looked because I knew it was going to happen. Anyways, I kind of fixed, but there's still some glitches on the runway that is closed, the inactive runway. I should say deactivated runway. So once when on our takeoff run, we're gonna end up crossing that portion, so it's gonna glitch a little bit. But from my tests before, the actual runway 0624 is not glitching, so I hope it doesn't happen. But we'll see. I also make sure to check our destination too, to make sure that it was good, it was okay, and it was. But you know how it is in a simulator. Just because it was good yesterday doesn't mean that it's still gonna be good today. But yeah, especially when we start messing up with Orbix vector and elevations and all that stuff. It's yeah. With all the airports, right, it's impossible for me to check every single airport that I have installed. just to make sure that everything looks good after updating vector. So, okay, there's our fuel. Need to grab a calculator too. Okay, another easy one, 7.8. So 7.8 divided by 0.802, 9726 is our official number. So just, I don't think I ever explained this. So we're gonna get we get the fuel on board, 9.8, and the quantity of fuel that we had before. So we will know the difference, how much actually got pumped in. And that number we're gonna divide by the density in liters. So 0.802, and that's gonna be our volume, the official volume that we have inside. So we have to double check with the number that got calculated by the computer before we started the filling process, and we have to send the actual official number after our calculation. So that's the fuel report that we have to send to back to headquarters, and they will calculate and consider that this amount of fuel for their final performance final load sheet. Sorry. So that's why we calculate every single time. I don't think I ever mentioned before, and you might ask what's going on every time that we have to calculate fuel. So basically that's what it is. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple.
I'm right next to her.
Okay, so especially now that we sent the fuel report and everything, things should be happening pretty soon. We should be getting our numbers for to request a performance, takeoff performance. What we can do is just out of curiosity check our destination, the meter on our destination, and just pressure is not as high as it is here. Actually, here is really nice. Winds are 3 meters per second, so shouldn't be a problem. Scatter 4,000 with CB reported. And temperatures plus 12. Runway 27. That's what we were expecting there too. So it should be good. And for the TAF, let me see if there's anything significant here. Yes, there's a tempo between 6 a.m. and 1800 Zulu. Winds are gonna pick up to 7. Gusting 14 meters per second, so we're talking about almost 30 knots winds. Light shower and rain, broken 1,600 with CBs. And then becoming after 1800, 3 for the winds, gusting 10 meters per second again. So close to 20 knots. So yeah, so it's gonna get bad at some point today between 6 and 18 Zulu. Hopefully that happens way after we once we are already at the hotel, at the bar, having some drinks. Okay, that was it for our boarding, and this is it this is it for our performance numbers too. So 6204. $69,994 and CG is 3076. Okay, let's request our performance numbers. So departure Uniform Romeo Whiskey, winds 330 at 8, temperature 22, QNH 1022, lots of 22s, runway 24, takeoff 70, 30.8, let's send. There you go. Oh, that's okay. 60.2. Yeah, 70.0. So the new CG will be 33, and the other one's 30.8, which is we already knew. Fueling tanks 9.9. That's what we wanted, and we accept. And we got our performance. Beautiful. So we have nothing left. So we don't have to wait for headquarters. Okay, 2-4 dry, off, on. 1 tailwind, 1 knot. Temperature 2, yeah. And temperature reference 44. Okay, stab trim down 0.5. 145, 145, 146. Tora 28. Clean 220. And flex 56. Okay. Data. Monitor IRS's nav. This we already checked. Initial yeah, we're good. Flight plan 846. Just want to double check the total. Yeah, 838, we had it. Red nav, if we have to come back, there's ILS runway 24, 110.5. India Whiskey Delta, course 235. B is 0 fuel weight 60.2. My joystick is on the way of that corner. It's right on that corner, so sometimes it's hard to hit what the numbers on the lower left corner. 60.2 and 33, and block is 9.9. Okay, so we're gonna have the
Ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
calculated.
Remove external power.
Another thing
Roger,
also that we
removing
want to
external
check
power.
extra time with minimum destination fuel on board has to match or be pretty close to estimated fuel on board in our destination. So 4.2 to 4.5. Okay. Performance 145.
External
145.
power removed.
Roger.
146. Transition altitude is 27. It's actually, we can call 28. It's 2780. So, yeah. Flex 56. 1 down 0.5. Clean 220. Manage 7. Good. 340 is the optimal. Okay. So flex 56, 145, 145, 146. Transition 2780, 1980, 1980, 35, and that's that. Check the box.
Okay.
Ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
Oxygen test.
Roger.
Are you ready for the takeoff briefing?
Ready.
Any questions?
None.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Thanks, will be a short taxi.
Thanks.
Before start checklist,
Cockpit prep.
completed,
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
removed,
Signs.
on auto,
ADIRS.
nav,
Fuel quantity.
9860 kilograms,
Takeoff data.
set,
Baro ref.
QNH 1022 set,
QNH 1022 set. Electronic load sheet.
sent,
Down to the line.
request pushback and start clearance,
Ground. Good afternoon. It's Alitalia 324. Okay, cleared to push and start. Alitalia 324.
Volgograd, Gumrak, traffic, good morning, Alitalia 324, A320 at stand number 6. We're gonna start our pushback and start procedures facing southwest. Any traffic at Volgograd, please advise Alitalia 324. Cabin crew arms, lights and cross check.
Cabin crew, all doors in flight.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start checklist complete.
I computer portatili devono essere spenti e correttamente riposti. Bisogna inoltre di selezionare ora la modalità silenziosa sul vostro telefono e da non utilizzare auricolari collegati a dispositivi personali durante le fasi di viaggio di volo o atterraggio. Ricordiamo che a bordo devono fumare le consentite di sigarette per forza. For the safety we can ask you to fasten your seatbelt secure chart and over your seatbelt to the forward position. Keep your arms down and with the back open. Spanner only to the last set flight mode. After the computer must be shown that there is destroyed. We can ask you to set the phone. Locking gear. Move to the prevent using hand section and pass the device. The taxi off already. Remind us lock it will be the board to drop off the illegal is not allowed. Thanks for your question.
Wasn't expecting this, but that's okay. This won't be a problem. We can even add a nod here just to make it nicer. Oh, I don't know why he's doing that, but that's interesting. Okay, that's good enough.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Commence and push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Start engine 2. Start engine 1.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for good engine start. Unlocking gear. truck disconnected. Bypass Pinay
After
move.
start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
0.5% set.
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Thank you.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Request taxi clearance.
Ground. Alitalia. 3, 2, 4. Ready to taxi. Cleared to taxi. Alitalia. 3, 2, 4.
Volgograd, Gumrak traffic, Alitalia 324, A320. Stand number 6, we're going to be taxiing to holding point runway 24 via apron Delta. Any traffic, please advise Alitalia 323, Gumrak, Volgograd. Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Brake check.
Pressure 0.
Flight control check.
Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Hello, it's Nolan. Let's cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flat setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
V1 145. VR 145. V2 146. Flex temp 56 degrees.
V1, 145, VR, 145, V2, 146, flex temp, 56 degrees, ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line. Approach path clear of traffic. Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff.
Volgograd, Gumrak traffic, Alitalia 324, A320 lining up runway 24. We're gonna be flying the Gudal 1 Echo arrival, departure correction, unrestricted climb to flight level 350. Alitalia 324, Volgograd, Gumrak. That sign is wrong. The sign is saying that this is runway 06 and the other one's runway 24. I'm pretty sure. I wasn't paying too much attention, but something caught my attention on that sign, and I think it's the wrong way. It's 0624, should be 2406. Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
Runway 24 confirmed. Runway 24. 24 confirmed.
08 confirmed. Cabin crew.
That's very strange. Because he gets from the AFCAD. Probably. And he's saying 08, which should be the old 06, now is 06. But if we look at our plan here, it makes sense. We're going the right way, we're facing the right way, and we're facing 240. So I think not only that is wrong, the AFCAD is wrong too. Because, just real quick, I know we are taking time on the runway here, which is not it's not a good idea. But if we were parked here and Delta was to our right, this has to be runway 24. This can't be runway 06 or 08. So yeah, the AFCAD is wrong and that sign is wrong too. That almost got me. I thought I was wrong here. That was tricky. Advised.
TCAS.
TA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Ready.
A firm.
Take off.
Thrust set.
Check. Main flex 56. SRS. Runway. Auto thrust.
$100 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Volgograd traffic Alitalia 324, airborne runway 24, leaving 1,500 to flight level 350, flying the Gudal 1 Echo departure. Alitalia 324. Volgograd. Set standard.
Standard, cross-checked, passing flight level 035.
Flap 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
After takeoff climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line. Now.
Checked. Below the line.
Baro ref.
Standard set.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Thank you. And off we go. Yeah, there's something going on here with the scenery and everything, but this is one of the airports that is from the FSX that never got properly converted, so that might be one of the reasons why. That's as far as we can see on our flight plan for now. It's a nice cloud there.
Confirm seatbelts off.
Confirm.
Confirm clear rad nav.
Confirm.
Confirm copy active to secondary.
Confirm.
Cruise flight level is as shown. Optimum flight level is as shown. Recommended max flight level is as shown. Are you happy with our current selected flight level?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It's good to see. I was checking the overlay. It's good to see that the overlay showing. It looks like it's working properly. Like the altitude is pretty close. It will be off a little. If it's off 100 feet, it's not a big deal. But that's looking about right. The time is off, but we are climbing. I don't know where Dan got SynToolkit Pro to get this information from now. I know he changed a lot. It's basically a complete it is not base. It is an actual complete new software built from scratch. And so I don't know exactly where it's getting this information. I know he has been testing and different sources for explain and prepared and flight simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yeah, it's looking good. The altitude is off a little bit, and like I said, our estimated time en route is off, but that could be because we're climbing. We'll check again once we level off. But yeah, looking better. This is alpha number 20 now. Yeah, a lot of work Dan has been putting into this new version. If you don't use it and you are interested in learning more about it, visit his website. He has a Discord channel going on too. A very nice guy, very nice community too. Everybody's extremely helpful. It is quite an amazing tool. Also, Dan has a channel on Twitch that he streams. It's more focused on Sync Toolkit Pro functions and everything. He's flying. He does all kinds of random, not random, but different aircrafts and different flights. But during the flight, he will go through all the major functions and all future updates, stuff that he has been working on, showing up at Sync Toolkit Pro on his screen. So it's a pretty good, pretty cool stream, and very well worth it to watch on Twitch. Oh yeah. Oh, already flight level 204. Uh, 3 minutes from UUDD, 28 miles. And we should be moving to our en route phase of our flight pretty soon, as soon as we cross UUDD. This constraint doesn't matter anymore. We're way past flight level 150. No step climbs, no step descent. Nothing, just straightforward flight level 350 to our top of descent, which should be happening. Let me check the flight plan here. Oh, that's funny that I don't have top of descent on a TLC or TOD on a flight plan. It doesn't matter. We're soon gonna get information as soon as we reach our cruise altitude. We're gonna get this information from our FMS. Very nice day here in the region. Very, very nice. Okay, 50 miles. Everything's looking good. We're officially out of our seat. So we transitioned to our en route phase. And since we have time, we can take a look here. So this is roughly how it's gonna look. So we just left Gudal, Metal now, and we're going to Pumas and that's gonna be the border between the Rostov-na-Donu FIR and Samara FIR. And on a grand scale of things here, like I said, we are moving towards central Russia. And this tour is gonna take us all the way to Rostov-na-Donu on the east and back. So we started at Moscow. We came down to Belgorod. Then we went all the way from Belgorod to Sochi, here by the Black Sea. From Sochi we went to Volgograd, and now from Volgograd we're gonna be flying to Chelyabinsk, Balandino airport. So it will be Ekaterinburg region. They have their major airport here, Koltsovo, Ekaterinburg. But right now we'll be going to Chelyabinsk, Balandino. There's another airport in Chelyabinsk region here, but we're going to the bigger one, as far as I remember, Balandino. So we're gonna be flying through, leaving from Rostov-na-Donu FIR, I'm sorry, to Samara, and then Ekaterinburg, which is gonna be our final, where our final destination is located. So yeah. Yeah, nothing but clear skies. Really nice. "20 miles to go for to our top of climb, until our cruise altitude, flight level 350, to level off. Unfortunately, the winds are not very favorable. Yeah, he's still saying optimal 340. We're gonna keep 350 for now. We'll wait and see what's if it's gonna change. I guess because of the direction of the wind will be a little bit more favorable for us to be lower. Yeah, but doesn't look like it here. See at the VOR or at the NDB.
1,000 to go.
Check. So I was saying, as you can see at the NDB here, Bravo Whiskey, it looks like the winds are better, higher. So yeah, that's why I always like to wait a little. I trust PFPX more because PFPX is getting an overall view of the whole flight, right? and here is not exactly this. Here usually used to adjust. It's supposed to adjust and kind of on the go process. So yeah, it looks better. Any all the waypoints that we're looking during our cruise, it looks better that we just to stay higher. So
Cruising flight level 350, check.
checked. So yeah, we're definitely gonna stay higher. We're gonna stay at 350. We're done with FS2 crew until we get close to our top of descent. So we don't have to deal with anything until then regarding FS2 crew or FO. Just enjoy, and hopefully the winds are gonna lose a little bit of the strength here, so we can move a little bit faster. Ground speed of 430. It's not the greatest. We are reaching. We're getting close to Palmas. And that means we should mean that we are very close to the border between Rostavy-na-Donu and Samara, FIR. At least according to my flight plan, that's what it says. We can look here. Let me find it here. Yeah, found it. Yeah. So Palmas should be right at the border between the both control airspaces. Okay. Fortunately, none of them are online, so we're gonna keep going on 22.8. Another thing we can do too is since we're level off at 350, we can go through cross-check our numbers as we usually do. So our magnetic track was 46. It's not anymore because now we are turning to our next waypoint. Flight level 350, 446, 431 for the speeds, 7.9, 2.0 for the fuel. Pretty close to 24 minutes in. 343,044 for the wind. 696 miles left in our journey. So the numbers are very good. Numbers are matching and well, are pretty close. So we're good. It's gonna get a little bit better once we get a new heading there after the NDB here. Let me see if we're tracking this NDB. Just out of curiosity. I don't think so. I don't think they, unless we manually add. He won't, oh yeah, yeah, he is actually. Okay. We are tracking the NDB. Guess we could put this on ADF too. So what I was saying is, once we hit the NDB, we're gonna turn on a like magnetic track of, I don't know, 47, doesn't matter. But the thing is, once we turn a little bit more right, the winds are gonna help us a little bit more. It won't be hitting us on the face as much as it is right now. Right in our face here. Well, it's not 100% in our face, but we'll help a little bit more to have the winds hitting us on our side more than getting a headwind. So the component will be a little bit better. And there's the NDB. As usual, all the flights, please excuse me, I'll ask for your forgiveness in advance if the brain slows down a little bit and while I'm trying to explain something. It's pretty late here, and like I said, most of our flights are done when it's late local here. So it's right now almost 4 a.m. So, but that's the only way to get day flights for me in Europe, or Eastern Europe, I should say, and Asia. So they are either have to be early in the morning or late at night, whatever you prefer. I don't know if this is 4 a.m. it's early in the morning or late at night. But yeah, so I'm usually pretty tired in these flights, but still always have lots of fun. Okay, so now we got now that we are cruising, phase of our flight, we have now an idea of our top of descent. So it should be happening 530 miles at 11:07, roughly UTC. So 11:07 Zulu. That will give us 1 hour and 12 minutes to our top of descent. And 1 hour and 37 minutes to reach our destination, which is Chelyabinsk Balandino Airport. Until then, we're gonna be cross-checking our numbers with our flight plan. It's not a very long flight. We usually we've done way longer flights than this, but it's not a 45 minutes flight, so we want to make sure that everything looks good regarding our expected wind aloft numbers, speed, fuel consumption, fuel burn, and timing. So we want to make sure that we're pretty close to our calculated numbers that we got from our flight plan, our OFP. So we'll be doing this frequently. Not in a case, for example, when we have 3 waypoints close by, like the NDB and the 2 waypoints here. We won't be calculating on every single one, but from Palmas to the NDB, we can. It won't hurt for us to calculate, and then from the NDB to Tadur or Gitek, one of the 2, and then again at DNAG, and so on. So if the waypoints are close together, we won't be checking every single one. We would in real life and write down the time that we are overflying those points, but for the sake of the simulation here, we won't be doing. You guys are gonna get sick of my voice and having me talking. I already talk too much. If we're gonna be cross-checking numbers on every single waypoint, then that will be hard on the viewers. Oh, so far so good. Weather looks pretty good. We, as we checked before we departed, when we were still at boarding and everything, the weather is supposed to get bad at Chelyabinsk. At some point during the day today, as far as I remember, it was the TAF was saying between 600 Zulu and 1800. So it is 10 now, or close to 10, 1 minute to 10 Zulu. So hopefully, since it's still, actually, is it early? Let me check a local time here. Yeah, it's actually not that early anymore. It is almost 1400, almost 2 p.m. So yeah, perfect timing for thunderstorms and summer storms in the afternoon. So I don't know, we'll see by the time we get there. Should be getting there around so we'll be around 3:30 p.m. Yeah. So yeah, there's a big chance that we'll be facing some thunderstorms and especially the winds. If it's gonna be as bad as they were forecasting, oh yeah, we're gonna be getting into some tough landing there. We'll see. I don't remember the direction of the winds that are supposed to, so I don't remember the crosswind component for arrival. We'll worry about that once we get closer. But yeah, we're looking into the 30 knots winds and surface winds. As far as I remember, that's what we had. We can always check again here. Yeah, we had another meter at 900 Zulu. So we should be getting one at 10 soon. But the TAF, they have a new TAF from 921. So the TAF is saying between 9 today and 9 tomorrow, so for the next 24 hours, the wind should be 320 at 3, gusting 12 meters per second. Remember, not knots. Scattered 3,000 with CBs reported. Possible, not reported because of the theft. Tempo, this is where we everything. This is where things are gonna get bad. Tempo between today between 9 and 1800 Zulu. We should be expecting winds of 340 at 7, gusting 14 meters per second, so close to 30 knots. Okay, so the direction should be 340. We're expecting runway 27. Is that what it is? Yeah, we're expecting runway 27. So yeah, we're gonna have a good crosswind there. Light shower rain, broken 1,600 CBs, and 40% probability. And a tempo, another tempo. Between 9 and 18, that will be the 40% probability of thunder shower rain. So there's on top of the tempo of between 9 and 18, we have another 40% probability tempo of light thunder shower and rain at the same time. So that's basically just to add the thunder shower. Let's see if we can get this actually here. That will be I don't know if we can. Can we get a like a forecast? Yeah, I guess we can. Yeah, we can. So that's exactly what I was saying. So Balandino, which is the airport that we're gonna be arriving at, Chelyabinsk. Okay. So 26, 930, 340 at 6 meters per second, clear skies, scattered 3,300 with CBs, 1404 QNH 1007, runway 27. We have the remarks for runway 27. No significant change. And we have another remark for the QFE. We move on. We have a 26 at 800 Zulu. We have 260 at between between today 9 and tomorrow at 9, so that's exactly the same TAF that I got. So between the 26th at 9 Zulu and the 27th at 9 Zulu, they are expecting 320 at 3, gusting 12 meters per second. Clear skies. Sorry, clear skies. No, visibility more than 10. That's probably there. It's probably more than 10 kilometers. They're using the metric system. Scattered 3,000 CBs, and here's our first tempo. Our first tempo is between 9 and 1800 today. 340 at 7, gusting 14 meters per second, so close to 30 knots. Light shower rain, broken 1600 with CBs, and we have a probability of 40% of a tempo between same time between 09 and 1800 today of light thunder shower rain. So yeah, doesn't look too good. Now if I get here my CX2 and we check the crosswind component, let's say that the winds are coming, that's worst case scenario here, winds are coming from 340, wind speed 28 knots, runway is 27. It's dark in here. Okay, once I pressed the button, I went back on the menu. Okay, so actual lag, crosswind, 340, 28, runway 27. We're looking at a 26 knot crosswind. So yeah, that will be fun. So of course that's the worst case scenario here. So we'll have a 26 knots crosswind and a 9, close to 10 knots headwind. So that's our crosswind component. If we're gonna be landing runway 27 with winds at 340 at 14, but of course that's one thing is that's a forecast, that's not an ATIS. And oh, that's that's not in the ATIS, that's not a mentor. It's see, 4 a.m. is starting to get to me. It's just on a TAF, so it's just a forecast. And it's also the gusting winds. So let's say that even if this is actually end up happening once we get there, doesn't mean that it's constant 14 meters per second winds, right? Which maybe makes it for a much worse thing, because to compensate 7 meters per second will be close to 14 knots. To compensate 14 knots on a final, on a short final when we're low, it's not right. At least one good thing is we're going to be shooting an ILS there, so even if the ceilings are low, the ILS will help us a little bit, will help us to go down a little bit more than a non-precision approach. But yeah, we'll see. We can only we can only figure out once we get there. There's nothing else we can do. But yeah. Okay, we should check our double check our numbers once we get to GTAC here. We were gonna do at the NDB, but we ended up talking about the TAF and the weather forecast and everything for our destination, and we missed. Not a big deal. The most important thing is for now here in the virtual world, time is not too much of a problem. As long as we have enough fuel on board in our destination, we're happy. But still, we're gonna be double checking the numbers once we get to GTAC there. We could do a TADUR, but let's do it at GTAC just to give a little bit more time. Actually, let's do it at TADUR once we get there. Already have here on my flight plan. Ready to go. We should be there in a minute and a half according to the numbers. 12 miles. And I know I promised to have the OFP. Actually, I can do that actually pretty quick here now. Yeah. So we might not do it at TADUR. I'm gonna move the flight plan, the OFP. Move not, I'm just gonna send a copy to the other computer, the flight simulator computer. Actually, I already have a copy there, but that's okay. So here you go. We have this. I just need to, on OBS now, to create a new new screen capture here, or actually window capture. Okay. Yeah, simple as that. Okay, there you go. Actually, let me turn it off and scale this first because it was let's see how this looks now. I would love to be able to just give me 1 second here, I'm gonna fix this. It's under filters. Actually, I can check the Navigraph. I'm just gonna use the same properties as the one that I use for Navigraph. So I have a color correction, an opacity of 93. We're gonna add a color correction. Okay, opacity of 93. Should we keep this one at 100 just so it makes it easier to read? Yeah, let's leave it at 100 for now. And the other one is the crop. Yeah, so I had 10 130. I'm gonna write this down. 10 130 0 and 70. Okay. Crop. Okay. So it's 10 130 It'll be actually nicer to cut more on the side there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The only thing now is if I move. Oh, I know. I know. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, this should be good. No. Okay. So where are we right now? It took so long. This is gonna be tricky for me to do it because I have it at... Can I move? Okay, I can move, yeah. I should actually move this. To here. Just so it makes it easier. And I'm gonna lock so I don't move it anymore. Okay. So, well, we'll do it at DNAG. So I'm gonna turn this off for now. Just so it won't take any real estate there from on the screen. And we'll talk about it once we reach our next waypoint, DNAG, which should be in 5 minutes. Oh, 7 minutes. Or 6.5. I'm curious to know what they are. I see now he's saying the optimal is 345, so we'll stay at 350. We're good here. And I think according to that, the forecast, I think we got a meter with that forecast, the 930 meter. So the winds right now, well, they were at 930, 340 at 6 meters per second. So there will be roughly just doubling up, roughly 12 knots. Which is okay, especially, right? We'll see. Altimeter setting now is a 1007, so what we can do, it's it's early, but we can set the standby since we got the information anyways. It doesn't hurt to set up to put the information on our standby. Yeah, the pressure is much lower than it was at Volgograd, where we left when we left. So we're getting there. 47 minutes roughly to top of descent. and an hour and 10 till we reach our destination. What's the overlay saying? Yeah, the speed is a little bit off, but it's not bad. We have indicated here is what, 259, something like that. We have Mach 7.6. Altitude is 34.8 showing. We are 34.999, whatever. So really not too bad. It used to be more precise as far as I remember, but I can live with this. And just the estimated time, he's saying 128. So 128 from now would have been 1150, which is a little bit off, but it gives a good idea of how much longer we have, right, in our flights. Of course, if you're familiar with the aircraft, you'll see it by yourself. You don't need you have the watch, the timer right there, and the MCDU is always on the screen, so on the performance page, so it's pretty easy to figure out how much longer we have. 2.5 more minutes, and we'll be able to do our check here, and for the first time having the PDF, the OFP on the screen. "23 more miles. Winds are actually stronger now. It's just that the 6 we moved, we turned right from once we reached the NDB. Now it's not hurting us as much as it was before, but the winds are actually stronger. Our ground speed went down, so I'm glad that we actually turned right a little bit. We took this new heading of 060, or the magnetic track of 060. Our heading to compensate, you can see here. So this is our magnetic track, which is 060, inbound to DNAG, and this is where the nose is actually pointing. This is our actual heading, to compensate for this strong wind coming from our left side there. So this is what our heading is actually is right now, like 552, maybe 552, 53. So we are flying a heading of 052 to actually stay on the track of 060. Okay, we're getting there. Let's activate this whole thing here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because I can't do both at the same time, because yeah, how am I gonna do this? I need to be able to read the okay. Wow. We're looking into this line here, DNAG. So we have a magnetic track of 060, which we can confirm Well, actually, another thing that I'm gonna do is this. It's gonna make it for even better experience here for you guys. So you can see DNAG 060 will make sense. It's 0559. Flight level 350. Oh, I shouldn't be moving that. I need to move my screen. Speeds are 445, 431. We were expecting, of course. So we can see we have 423, 442, or 442, 423. Winds 352 at 59. Temperature ISA plus 3. That information we'll get it from here. Right now it's showing ISA plus 4 degrees. So that's pretty close. We have 6.3, 3.5 for the fuel. So 6.3 remaining and 3.5 burned. So that makes sense. Sorry, I have to keep switching screens every time, so that's why it gets a little bit. 1 hour and 2 minutes in our flight. We have 1 hour and 4 right now. And 429 miles left to go. These are just the coordinates. So 429 miles left to go, and this leg was 83. The next one will be 81. So from DNAG to TSAB will be 81 miles. Of course, it's not going to be 81 anymore because we have been talking, but it was when we were on top, when we were crossing DNAG. So right now it's 68. So we know that from DNAG to TSAB it was 81 miles. And now, from TSAB to Bieram will be another 80 miles. This is just a new, as you can see here, these are just marking a new FIRs. So we're gonna be talking to Uniform Sierra Charlie Charlie. We are on the whiskey. So we looked at this was Samara here, and then we're gonna be going to Yekaterinburg if I'm not mistaken. So that's that. We can go back on every graph. Oh my god, I have so much stuff now opened here. So if we go back to Navigraph, to our map, we can, I just want to make sure. Yeah, from Samara will be Yekaterinburg. I'm almost positive. Yeah, this is our last FIR. So yeah. So as you can see, whiskey was Samara. Sierra Victor will be Yekaterinburg. And Rostov-na-Donu was Romeo Victor, where we were before. So we're gonna be reaching Yekaterinburg at Lanud. Right now we are TSAB. We're right here. So right where the mouse is. I hope I'm capturing the mouse. Yes, I am. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So yeah, so we're right here at TSAB. Not much long to go. We'll be talking about our approach and arrival and approach pretty soon. Actually, we can do it now. Okay. Because we know the winds are strong and coming from the north. We're gonna be landing runway 27. That's the best choice that we have. This is just I have it here. It was just an overview of all the the stars. I love when the airports have this published. It's much easier to on a unfamiliar area to find the best arrival procedure. So yeah, those were the stars for overview for runway 27. So since our last waypoint will be Gersi, we're gonna be using the Gersi 1 Delta arrival. I just realized we could have used 1 Zulu. Let me just double check here that we actually selected 1 Delta. Yes, 1 Delta. Okay, sounds good. So we will be flying the 1 Delta arrival, which is going to be this guy here. So as soon as we hit Gersi, we're going to take 307 heading to Charlie 307, then 037 to Charlie 326. So it's going to be 25.6 miles here, another 32.9 miles. This is an RNAV star, just in case you didn't realize or you can't tell the difference. At or above flight level 130, so you have a altitude constraint here at Charlie 326, heading of 072 for 17.7 miles to Charlie 025 at or above 100, then heading of 090 for another 17.3 miles to Charlie 316, which coincidentally it's our initial approach fix. At or above 4,350, so we're gonna be at or above 4,400. That's gonna bring us to our actual final approach. So we have our initial approach fix, Charlie 316, that we're gonna be at 4,400. We're gonna be flying 6 miles on a heading of 191 until our intermediate fix, Charlie 015, maintaining 3,100. And we're gonna turn to intercept our localizer and turn a final to intercept our localizer. We're gonna be going down to 2,100. This is mandatory. We're gonna be setting 2,100 to intercept our final approach fix, to intercept our glide slope at 2,100. And descend on our glide slope, stand at 3 degrees, and we have our speeds and a vertical speed determined by our ground speed. We have some information here, some notes, and 210 knots max, but yeah. Our minimum for the ILS category C is 957 2020 decision height. That's for a straight in landing runway 27. There's no circle to land. Oh, there is a circle to land. So we have, which it's not applicable for this one, but if we were to use the ILS to circle and land on runway 06. Actually, we don't need this. 09, sorry. We would have to maintain. It has procedures for 09, but if you wanted to use ILS, the ILS runway 27 to land on runway 09 for whatever reason, maybe because 09 is not working, the ILS is not working. I don't even know if it has an ILS there, if it has a precision approach or not. But we will have to maintain 1580 as an MDA. If we're going to be flying at 180 max, if we need to go a little bit faster, we need to maintain 1860, which is pretty bad. For the mist, we're going to climb on heading up to 270 to 1,400 or above, then a right turn to Charlie 022, max 210 knots. That's the right turn here for the mist approach. That's the information for the mist approach. So on 270 minimum to 1400, then a right turn at Charlie 022, maintaining 210 knots. Then once we hit Charlie 022, we take on a heading of 091, climbing 2050, 2100 for us, and hold. This is a standard hold, right turn. Remember, holds are right turn, circuits are left turn, standard. So this is a standard right turn, and we're gonna hold there till forever because there's no ETC. So he'll never gonna tell us to leave the hold. Well, yeah, we're gonna be holding there at 2100. Not to be confused with this 4400 here. This is for the initial probe fix, not for the hold itself. Or above. So yeah, so that's that. So that's our arrival and that's our approach. Straightforward. No other there's a flights allowed between flight level 50 and 330. That's all good. So that's that. Just keep in mind airport elevation 771. So once I always do check the pressure and to make sure that everything's set properly. We're gonna be wanting to see 700 or 800 in our which actually we can look now. I'm gonna check again later. But there you go, on our landing elevation auto 800, so that matches our destination, so we're good on that front too. So that's how I check every time elevations before taking off. We always check the elevations once we're doing the mask, the oxygen test. After the oxygen test is done, I check the elevation to make sure that it makes sense. And we check before our top of descent too, to make sure that we have the destination elevation set properly for our cabin pressure. Okay, enough of that. Already talked too much. Let's enjoy. We're getting close to our top of descent. Right there. And close to our destination. "29 more minutes to top of descent. "28 now. 212 miles. 211 now. And oh yeah, we're past our our milestone. 1 hour to go. I was talking too much. We could even I missed our 1 hour to go mark. Yeah, so less than an hour to go now. That'll be 52 minutes to go. I was going to say in 20 minutes, but now we might actually check now. What time is our top of descent? It's 11:08. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of a. Let's take a look of at the weather report right now. I should have got the whole thing actually. Well, too late now. Is it too late? Let's see. What happens when we ask for two? So this should have just the meter. It's already raining there. Beautiful. And this should have the meter and the TAF. I just want to see if they have to reissue a new TAF, like if things changed significantly. I don't think so, because it's already going bad there, and they were forecasting to be bad. So yeah, Okay, Balandino. 10:30. 340 at 8, so 340 at 16 knots. Visibility 7,000. So it's not as good as it was before. We don't see nines anymore here. Light shower rain, scattered 3,300 with CBs, plus 13, dew point plus 5, QNH 1007, runway 27. There you go. And showers, and so we have our tempo here. Showers and a remark. We have a remark of the QFE. Then we have the TEF. The TEF is actually new too. 2804. Yeah. Let's see the next page. Shower rains, gusts. Oh man. Still 320 at 3, gusting 12 between today and tomorrow. 9 today and 9 tomorrow. Then tempo between today and 9 and 1800. 7 gusting. Yeah, it's the same path. So nothing has changed and nothing will change because the weather is already bad there. The TAF would have been, they would have issued a new one if the weather would have got better. Because then it worth it on a new TAF if the changes are significant. But yeah, when I saw that it was already bad right now, I knew that we wouldn't be seeing a new TAF. So yeah, unfortunately it is what it is. So yeah, we're looking into some crosswind activities here. We're gonna be practicing crosswind landing. Now to check how bad this is right now, which is not bad because it's only 16 knots. But if you wanna take a look at the crosswind component right now, so wind directions 340 at 16, because 8 miles per second. We're looking into a 15 knots crosswind right now, and 5.5 headwind. Yeah, so considerable amount of crosswind. We're definitely gonna feel it, and we should be prepared for it. Want to be facing the wind and correcting with our rudder. To maintain a center line, but the plane will be facing the wind with our ailerons. Okay. I should actually. I'm gonna write this down because this is the numbers. This is the number that we're. No, we can still get one at 11. Yeah. I'll write it down anyways, just in case. So 10:30 Zulu. 340 at 8 meters per second. So it would be 16 knots. 7,000. Light shower rain, scattered 033 CBs, 1305 QNH 1007. That's all it matters. Okay, we'll put all that information later on. So you know, transition level is, let me see if I can find here, should be I think it was the 80 or something like that. Yeah, 80. ILS, final approach altitude, we already looked into that, will be 2100. It's 2050, so we can put 2050 here, but we're gonna put 2100 there. The MDA is 957. We already looked into that too. And we're good. Almost there. We're definitely gonna bring the weather radar on now. Oh, we don't need it now, but we will need later. We will need for our landing, for our approach, or arrival, I should say. Getting close to Gersey. Gersey, remember, is our entry point on our arrival, on our star. We're just about to reach Bieron. And we should have 267 miles left in our journey. One hour and 24 minutes. Perfect. 5.4, 4.4. Yeah, looking good. Flight level 350, 448. Choose 445 for speeds. Yeah. And a wind 347 at 38. ISA plus 10. Yeah, that's exactly what you got. Wow, the temperature changed a lot. Wow. Yeah, and 267 miles left to go. 1 hour and 24 minutes in. Yeah, let's see what happens there. So we're gonna have to be compensated to the right on our crosswind. The wind will be coming from our right side. Which is nice. It's much better than a boring, non-eventful approach and arrival and approach. And the simulator. In real life, I much rather have the boring, easy ones. Yeah, not as nice as it was back in Rostov-na-Don. But that's okay. It is what we said before, like 2:50 right now PM. I think local. Yeah, it should be 14:50 right now, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is. I'm just checking here. What time zone? Actually, it will be 4 o'clock there, because yeah, Samara has a different time zone than Yekaterinburg. So yeah, so right now is 15:51, so almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, so we'll be getting there at 4:30. Prime time for summer storms. Summer afternoon storms. Couldn't have calculated this any better. $14 to go to our top of the Saint, that is. Yeah, I'm actually excited to see how the weather looks there. Cannot wait for us to start our descent and go punch through those clouds and see how it looks there. We might be using ignition on for our approach. Well, we're definitely gonna use that. We're not gonna leave it on normal. We're gonna use ignition on there on start. Because of the rain and also because of the gusting winds too. And strong winds. So Approaching Lanud. GPS accuracy good. Red nav, we already have our ILS. So ILS Zulu running 27, 108.7. India Kilo Sierra 270 for the course. Yeah, that makes sense. So we already have that one set up. So we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, so far this cloud, at least these ones, don't look bad. There's nothing standing out here. But I know we're far. We're still far from our destination, but still 160 miles. But the winds have shifted a lot. Didn't shift, sorry. The wind, the upper winds here have died down quite significantly here. We have 25 knots now, which is good. You see that our correction from magnetic track is not as much as it was before. There's our VOR flipping. Okay, 9 minutes to top of descent. Let's I'm gonna try to get a meter at 11 just before top of descent and see if they're gonna have a new one. What we can do is set the numbers that we have right now, just in case if you don't get a new one, everything's set. So QNH 1007, temperature 13, winds 340 at 16, transition flight levels 80, MDA 957, and ILS 27 Zulu. There's our flap retractions, LATs, and clean. And our VLS. Okay. So we are set in case there's no new weather information. It's 30 minutes old anyways. But we'll try to check before landing for sure, especially since the conditions are supposed to deteriorate. We want to make sure that once we are getting there to actually land, we know as close as possible what kind of winds we're going to be facing, right? There's no checking the windsock here on the circuit on downwind. And since there's no ATC, it's up to us to find out what's going on. once we hit Bapu there, our next waypoint, then things are gonna happen real quick. We're gonna start making our phone, I was gonna say phone calls. We're gonna start making our calls too. We will call once we cross Males here, when we're inbound to Gersi, our entry point in our star. Yeah, so far so good. I'm not too much worried, to be honest. Not right now. Of course, we're still 90, 100 miles from the field. And there's only so much that the active sky and prepare that load the clouds, right? So but here, at least here, it's not too bad. I wonder if you report if it actually goes to Hoppy's ACAR's website. If I can manually report. Let me take a look real quick if it's there. I don't know if I need to press something or not. Or maybe we can't. So I'm not too sure. Maybe we can't. Maybe this is just for us to report to ATC. Just a brief summary, because it makes sense. This is all the information that you would like to report. And another thing that I always think is a predictive GPS. I don't know if there's a way. I'm always afraid of screwing this up. Let's see if this works. I never tried. I know I do that all the time on the Garmin 430s, 530s that I'm actually very familiar with, and you have to do it in real life. Yeah, let's see if this actually works. Let me see if I have a time for on the flight plan for Gersi here. Will be, let's say 11:10, because that's gonna be close to 11:10. Let's say 11:12. Is that right? That's gonna work. Look at that. Wow! I never knew this actually worked. This is amazing. Love it. So yeah, we can actually ask for, of course it's never gonna fail, but we can actually check the integrity on the GPS. Okay, anyways, we have more important stuff to do now. But yeah, I'm gonna start incorporating, I'm gonna start doing that from now on, because we actually have to, legally. So unless this has an automated system, I'm not familiar, Like I always tell you guys, I'm not type rated on the Airbus. So I don't know if it does automatically, but we do have to do on other systems manually. Anyways, let's go. Landing performance, we got it. We have our approach numbers here. Landing elevation looks good, 800 auto. Auto brake medium. Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Ready.
Any questions?
I'm good.
Okay, so our approach briefing is done. We're not going to leave the terrain on ND. We're going to leave the radar on for sure. And we are clear to descent. And from what I remember was flight level 150. If I remember correctly, 140. So let's go. I don't know if I want to do managed. You guys know that I don't trust this too much. Uh, 130 actually. That's the first constraint at Charlie 326. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do 2000 for now. It is at or above, so it's not a mandatory altitude. So we're good. Oh man, and let me go back to that GPS. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, so how do I actually request for this one? Because this is our approach. Is this I wonder if this is automated because this is our destination. It's not a waypoint, right? So just for just for the fun of it, let's check our initial approach fix. So 316. And let's say that if our arrival estimated time is 11:33, let's say 11:25. I don't know what that delay minus 19. I guess it's the maybe the 19 seconds. I don't know. No, I don't know. Yeah, so we're gonna have coverage at our ETA +5, +10, +15, and -5, -10, -15. So we're good. 15 minutes before, all the way to 15 minutes past our estimated time at that waypoint. And here is if you're gonna wanna dump a satellite. That's amazing. Kudos to FS Labs. That's awesome. Okay, I guess our 2000 feet per minute working well. We're gonna be leveled at 140, right at Charlie 326. And with there you have to be at or above 130. Actually, you can bring, so yeah, we can, I'm gonna leave 2000, but we can bring down to 130. Oh yeah, our call. Chelyabinsk traffic, good afternoon. Alitalia 324 inbound for landing. We are on A320. We're just over Giersky, Giersy. For the Giersy 1 Delta arrival, leaving flight level 293 to flight level 130. We're expecting ILS Zulu runway 27 for Alitalia 324 Chelyabinsk traffic. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, 2000 is working well. We're not going too much faster than the plane would like us to go, and we are maintaining this. We won't be able to. I can just close it. Ah. Wonder how far do I have to go. Oh, there you go. And we are pretty close to our magenta, which would have been our managed descent. So yeah, 2000 is working well. On top of that, we are gonna be at 130 by Charlie 326, which is the constraint here. Now the restriction, the altitude restriction here. So yeah, it's working well. Yeah, so far so good here too. Let's see if we can get another weather information. Thefts don't matter for us anymore. Yes, we have it 11. Beautiful. So 2611 Zulu. 360 at 4. So not as bad. Oh, visibility is good too. Scattered 4000 CB. 14, 5, QNH 1007. Okay, so 1007, 14, 360 at 8. One 1007, yeah. Is that what it was, or am I just too tired here? Was it 360 at 8? Yes. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. That's pretty nice. Okay, so our new crosswind component is gonna be 100% 90 degrees. Runway 27 winds from 360. So our crosswind component will be 8 knots. The 100% the wind speed, but it's okay. 8 knots is not bad. I know it's a straight 90 degrees crosswind. Hopefully we'll stay maintain stable at 8 knots, and hopefully won't get any gusts or nothing. Guts we have here in the simulator.
Cabin crew,
not in real
prepare
life.
for arrival.
There you go. Seatbelts go on. Well, so far so good, at least on the weather radar. And looking outside too, like nothing. No TCUs or nothing, like just popping out here. So far so good. And the airport's right here, 30 miles. At 1 o'clock roughly. So yeah, I'm a little bit more hopeful that ceiling and actual rain won't be too much of a problem. It will be just the wind, really, just the crosswind. Chelyabinsk traffic, Alitalia 324, A320, just inbound Charlie 326 on a Gersi 1 Delta arrival for ILS Zulu runway 27, leaving flight level 131 to flight level 10. Any traffic, please advise, correction, flight level 100. Any traffic, please advise Alitalia 324, Chelyabinsk. Yeah, when I said flight level 10, that didn't sound right. Just took a while for the tired brain to one last check here. So India Kilo Sierra 108.7, and our course is 270. Yeah, it's not bad at all. The airport's right there. QNH 1007 set.
QNH 1007 set, passing 8,500.
Chelyabinsk traffic, Alitalia 324 A320, right downwind for the ILS Zulu runway 27. Alitalia 324, Chelyabinsk.
Now.
Checked. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seat belts.
On.
Baro ref.
QNH 1007 set.
QNH 1007 set. Minimum.
957 feet set.
957 feet set. Engine mode selector.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Thank you. So we decided to go with normal because it's not bad here. So if it really gets bad once we are a little bit lower, below the base here, we'll activate, but it doesn't look bad at all. We got lucky. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Chelyabinsk traffic, Alitalia 324, A320, turning right base, ILS Zulu, runway 27. Alitalia 324, Chelyabinsk. Flaps 2.
2500.
Speed checked. Flaps 2.
Chelyabinsk, traffic Alitalia 324, turning final ILS Zulu runway 27. Alitalia 324, Chelyabinsk. I don't know why the ILS is the approach is not activating, but doesn't matter. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full. Cabin crew, be seated for landing.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Medium.
ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete. Passing final approach fix. 2050 feet.
Check.
Sync rate, glide.
$1,000.
1000.
Check.
Approaching 27.
$500. $400. $300. 100 above.
100 above.
Check.
200. Minimum.
Minimum.
Lane.
Checked.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Spoilers.
Check.
Reverse green.
Check.
Decel. $70 knots.
Check.
Approaching 09.
Chelyabinsk, traffic Alitalia 324, vacated runway 27 at Charlie, and we're gonna be taxiing to stand number gate number 8 via Charlie and Golf and Echo. Any traffic at Chelyabinsk, please advise Alitalia 324.
Signore e signori, Alitalia partner di Schegging vi dà il benvenuto. Per garantire la vostra sicurezza vi invitiamo a rimanere seduti con le cinture allacciate fino a quando il segnale luminoso verrà spento e a mantenere i telefoni cellulari disattivati fino all'apertura delle porte. Mi raccomando
After landing
inoltre di
checklist,
aprire le cappelle
Flaps,
con cautela per
retracted,
evitare la caduta
spoilers,
disarmed,
APU,
start,
radar,
off,
predictive wind shear system.
off.
After landing checklist complete.
Thank you. So there you have it. I don't know why we never captured the localizer, but hey, doesn't matter. I'm glad the weather was good, that we could actually, we had visual. We've made it. Another amazing freeware scenery here. Really nice. The detail of the runway that became a taxiway. Just amazing. Just amazing detail for a freeware airport.
We remind us passengers to request a special assistance to prepare an ID document and boarding pass in transit, remaining seated until the arrival of the indicated staff. Thank you for flying with us. We hope to see you again.
Actually, I made a mistake on the taxi. We want taxi Golf and Echo for gate number 8. I'm just looking if the gate actually matches the actual layout, which I don't remember if it does or not. Oh, it doesn't. Now I remember. Yeah, we want main taxiway 1 and Echo. Yeah, that's what we want. Not Golf. Golf is where stand number 8 is right now, but before gate number 8 was at Echo, was in front of the terminal, and it's not actually gate, it's a stand. But anyways, there's some buildings around the airport. You guys will see. It's just amazing, just awesome. This went well. Nothing was glitching. This went pretty well. Other than the ILS, I think there's something wrong on the FCAT. I'm gonna open just out of curiosity. Later on, I'm gonna write it down, just for a future. If one day we decide to fly here again, which we probably will, because a lot of Russian companies fly here, we want to make sure that the ILS is actually functional. I'm pretty sure we have to go through Echo, the next one. Oh no, I could be wrong. Oh yeah, this is echo already. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, that's one bad thing about older sceneries. Right. But it's okay. That's won't complain. It's amazing that we have the opportunity to fly to this airport. And someone did the custom buildings and everything. It's just amazing. I love it. Let's see if we can figure out from here. Okay, so the marshaller is probably on that side there. Yeah. Oh, detail on the clock. The functional clock, just amazing. Love it. The attention to details is. There's another nice building with a nice, I think it's an Air Force or something. I didn't bother trying to read. It's a little bit far. Okay, so here, what do we want? Do we want to turn here? Yeah, probably. Probably want to turn here and go around. Go around this, go this way. Yeah, all custom buildings and everything, just awesome. That's dedication and passion for the hobby and for the industry too. Yeah, perfect. So 11:43 local. No, that's Zulu. That's too bad. That's the only the only thing that I could complain about this scenery. They should have put the local time, but I don't think there's a way to do that. Really. Ah, too early. I wasn't paying attention. Cabin crew's arms license cross check.
Cabin crew, all doors in park.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seat belts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
Off. Any.
Parking checklist complete.
Thank you. So there you have it. Another day, another adventure in Russia. Getting towards uncharted areas, territories more and more from now on. This was a nice flight. It was a nice approach too. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. It was really nice. Weather was amazing. We were expecting much worse than this, so I'm glad that it didn't happen. It was challenging enough with not having the ILS working, but at the same time, it wasn't bad at all. Okay, let's send the report. Double check on the ACARS. Make sure that they got it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, that's us there.
must not be used until you are
V-speed 229.
When disembarking, please take care and hold on to the handrails while walking down the stairs.
That's nice.
Please ensure that you supervise your
Okay.
children, and for your own safety, do not walk underneath the wing.
Oh yeah, I don't need any more to complete the flight now with the new SynToolKit Pro. Yeah, he gets it automatically. Okay, perfect. So I don't have to fill out the second report. So there you have it. That's that was a beauty that I was mentioning before. There you have it. The beautiful Chelyabinsk. We've made it. Another really nice scenery, lots of details around. Really nice. The clock, I just love the clock there. Really nice scenery. Another amazing freeware scenery by the Russians. Just amazing. Anyways, I sure hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Even if you're not watching the stream live, thank you. I really appreciate it. Taking the time of your day to watch, even if you don't watch the whole flight, doesn't matter. Just the fact that you were checking even for 20 seconds means a lot. If you have comments, ideas, concerns, or anything, please leave a message in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to read and reply, and if there's something that I can do to make things better, I'll do it. I'll find a way to do it. Thank you so much again for watching. We're gonna be heading to our leg number 5 next next time. So we're gonna be leaving Chelyabinsk here, Balandino, going to a well-known airport. We've been there a few times. It is one of our most used airports in Russia. But will be another 724 miles flight, so another longer flight. So yeah, should take us another an hour and 52 hours. Anyways, but it's gonna be good. It's a nice airport, really nice airport. So yeah, I'm looking forward to for the next one. Anyways, thank you so much again. Like I said, I really appreciate. I hope you have a great rest of the day or night or weekend. or week, depending on when you're watching. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Bye bye.